Yo, welcome back, man. Good to see you guys again. Hitting the page, liking, sharing, subscribing on my videos. Really appreciate the love and support. Today we're gonna have a little enhancement on a skin fade, and we're gonna make sure that we get the skin on the sides pretty close. And then we're gonna use that enhancement. I like to always use the enhancements after we actually get into the actual set of the cut. Alright, meaning the set of the cut, meaning I'm gonna line up everything, I'm gonna get the whole cut right before I even begin to use the enhancements. Alright, so first thing I did was make that first bold format line using my trimmers. After that I threw on the 1.5 using my detachable blades, going with the grain to kind of blend in as much as I can. After that, we're going to use the open master, which is, a one guard open, and we're going to make that second format. And after that, we're going to head and break down from that 1.5. We're going to use that 2 blade. Then we're going to go into that 1.5 blade. We're going to gradually go down. All right. Make sure that when you're using your detachable blades, that you're using mostly your corners, especially when you're trying to get that blend tight close to the end. Alright, and now on the front, I'm going to leave a little bit more darkness so that I can actually use that to give me more accent into my line. By using that process, we can actually break it down and make it look a lot cleaner at the end of the fade. And then we're going to spin and do the exact same thing on the other side after we finish breaking down the open close master. Alright, open mid and close, with the master. Alright, so you're going to start from the beginning, from the 2. That's to take off the heavy bulk. Then that next blade we're going to use is going to be a 1.5. Alright, you see the adjustment as I come down on the scale of the client side. We're going to actually bring that down. Now we're going to use that 1A. Break it down finer using those corners. And then right back to that open master. Same process in each side, each part of the haircut. Alright, you want to maintain that same process because you want the blend to come out even on both sides. Alright.
Not that hard, BMC.
Break down that process of going through the open mid close master and everything for the back of the client's head. Now we're going to start prepping to actually grooming for the line. I like to call it grooming for the line because you want to make sure your canvas where you're going to be putting your line is going to be able to take well to your liners. You know what I'm saying? This is the final touches of the haircut. This is what's all going to bring it together. So what I like to use is a holding spray first. I like to spray that on the client's head, and then I use a liquid razor to also give me that good sharp line to making sure that my trimmers are doing exactly what I need them to do, so I'm not working so hard to actually get that line and I'm not irritating the client's skin. Alright, I don't want to tattoo the client's hairline on. I want to make sure the line is there and I'm cutting the hair, not the actual client. Alright, you want to make sure you adjust your client's head. Go ahead and start your process. Tap and drag, tap and drag. Make sure that you're always combing, because what will happen is your client will go home and they'll brush their hair a certain way, or they won't brush their hair a certain way, or their hair is going to move. So you want to make sure when a client leaves, all those extra combs you do actually on the line is going to be beneficiary to the client when they leave in their final result, because that line is still going to sit where it's supposed to, because you're cutting all the extra hairs that may have actually overlapped that actual hairline. Alright, now I'm just creating a line. We already blended in, you know, the top to the sides, right in that parietal ridge. So I feel like the enhancement is not going to be needed as much. You got to know when not to use a lot of enhancements, because certain enhancements make it look less natural. Always checking in the mirror. I'm just creating that line and that first imprint of where my enhancement is actually going to sit. I'm not using the enhancements to actually create my line. Now we're going to actually use the enhancements and bring the haircut all the way together. We're going to use a little bit of Kiss and alcohol to use the compressor gun. Then after that, I'm going to also use a little bit of hair fibers for the actual coverage, to cover up where there's actual the baldness and make it look more natural. Because if you just use the Kiss, sometimes it doesn't give you the complete coverage because it still has transparency, and then once you add the hair fibers, that gives it that fullness, because it's not always just about the front hairline, it's also about the background to make everything look more natural and real. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do here, using a little spray for the coverage, and then I'm going to use the hair fibers right after that.
Heart BMC.
I'm just gonna put the finishing touches on the cut. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you ever have any questions, reach out in the comments. Like always, like, subscribe, and please share. And you guys have a great day. Stay safe out there, and the holidays is about to start up, so I'm also gonna be posting about my first annual turkey drive. Make sure you guys come out. It's gonna be November 22nd. It's a Sunday from 2 to 6. All right. Information is going to be in the link in the bio.